But one thing I do know is when I turn on the tape for this guy,
Yeah.
Aiden O'Connell is a missile for an arm. I
Yeah.
mean, the dude, it just throws absolute darts. And, he's coming out of Purdue. My comparison, because I don't have comps. If I don't feel it, I don't throw one out there. But I swear to God, it's like watching Jared Goff. You see the arm talent. You see, obviously, I know Goff was the number one overall pick in 2016, and that's a lot of pressure put on Oconnell. But just look at it in terms of the play style. He's not Jared Goff, but he has similar play style. Can hit that quick slant. He's got good placement. Very accurate in the short and intermediate game. I'd say Goff was a better deep ball thrower of the football, but they both had that, the way he moves even, kind of surveying the field. It's almost Goffian, if you will. But, he's got some big time throws he made in crunch time that shows up on tape. And, at the end of the day, he's a pure pocket passer who's got a quick release and he's got some serious zip on his pass. I think Oconnell, at the end of the day, is a backup quarterback who you take in the 4th or 5th round, and you marvel at his ability to be coached up, to develop, and then eventually I think he could start someday.
Yeah, I like that. I like the comparison there. You just think about his stature, just the way he sits in the pocket. He's tall, lanky. I wrote down in my notes, he's just savvy, right? Like you see some of the times his play action passes where it's like, oh, is he giving it off? Does he keep it? Is he keeping it? And so I like the way that he moves with his game, how he moves with his game. And I do think he's going to cause defenses some trouble, right? I can just see him window dressing, and you think he's going one way, but he's going the other way. I can see a lot of, you mentioned Jared Goff, a lot of no-look passes where, I've been in practice with Jared Goff, and he's looking this way, he's throwing that way. So I see that in Oconnell as well. And you mentioned him being a pocket passer. I see that as well. He's not going to really run and take off like the other folks that we just mentioned, but he's your pocket passer. As long as he gets the ball out of his hands, I think he'll be great. And one thing that I do like about him as well is he throws his receivers open, right? He holds onto that ball
he does
a little bit, but he'll find that window where if his receiver is in tight coverage, and he'll hit that spot right on the edge where the defender can't get it. So he makes NFL throws. When I saw him, I was like, oh, this guy's a pro. Just the way, like I said, he moves about the game. It seems like he plays from neck up, where everything is he's just really mental, really cerebral. And I can see him doing well in the NFL. Like you said, once he gets the coaching and once he gets maybe even stronger, maybe get a little bit faster to be able to take some of those hits. But I really like him as well.
I'm with you. And I think one thing that he has that I always admire is the ability to, stare down the barrel of a shotgun. And what I mean by that is when you're about to get hit, whether it's Cameron Lynch coming up the middle on a, inside linebacker blitz or whoever, you're still going to release that ball. You're going to wait, like you said, a second a little bit late, right? But it's the second that matters that allows your receiver to get open in a position where now, instead of being a gamble of a throw, now I know my receiver's going to catch it, and I'm going to use the ability, I'm going to basically layer it over the linebacker. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my wide receiver in the best position to succeed, where he doesn't have to turn around. The ball's just right on him, and the guy can just make the catch like he's Willie Mays or something. You know what I mean?
There you go.
That's what it's all about at the end of the day.
Yeah. No, I like it. I think he's going to do great, and I love the comparison for him as well.